to talk about First Link Learning Series. Joining me in the studio is the Education and Support Coordinator from the Alzheimer Society of Lanark, Leeds and Grenville. I'm talking with Sean McFadden. Sean, welcome to the program as always. So please tell our viewers, what is the First Link Learning Series?
Well, the First Link Learning Series is a 4-part series, meaning there's 4 different modules. This one here is the 3rd module.
Okay.
But each one is a progression, right? So it starts off with early stage, early day information that people would want to need to know, and we progress as we go along.
Okay.
So we're getting into it a little bit deeper now.
Right. Okay. So now what we're going to talk about today, would you say that this is more for the caregiver as opposed to the person that has the dementia?
Right.
Okay.
Yes, more appropriate for the caregiver.
Okay.
Because they're the ones that need to find this information that we'll be talking about, apply it to their loved one, and get the help they need.
Right. Okay, so what is happening on Tuesday, April the 15th?
Well, we have, the title is When Care Needs Increase, right? So living with a dementia, things progress, right? That's all dementias.
Yes.
So we're at a point now where the caregiver is feeling it, right? They were able to monitor and care for their loved one, but now they're getting to a point where they need a little bit more help.
Okay.
So we're talking about the changes that are happening with the person and how to give them the support that they need.
So when you're saying that there's changes within the lives of the caregiver as well as the person that has dementia, to what point, I guess, are you saying that this is much more difficult for the caregiver to care for the person that has the dementia, meaning that the changes are something that the caregiver cannot handle? Perhaps the person is not being able to identify a fork to eat with.
Could be.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
And that would give us a good idea where the person with the dementia is at.
Good. Okay.
Right? So we're quite a bit into living with dementia at this point. But the simply maintaining the loved one with the dementia is increasing, right? The amount of care that needs to be provided.
Right. Okay. Alrighty. So then on the 22nd, you have another session.
Well, it's called Long-Term Care Decisions.
Yes.
And again, with the progression, we've got the person living in the home, but the care is getting too great for the caregiver to look after. So we have to start thinking about what's the next step. And that's usually long-term care home at that point. Mm-hmm. So we're helping the caregivers understand what to look for them in themselves. And we're also helping them understand how the system that we deal with works.
Yes.
And people always have to learn this because you're never going to learn it any other way.
Right. But it's being able to match the residents with the person at what stage they are at in the Alzheimer's and how much care they need, right?
For sure.
Okay. Okay. So now we have another one on April 29th.
Yes. Transitioning care roles, right? So this is where the caregiver has their loved one going into long-term care, perhaps they already are, and having the transition of who's number one caregiver. The person that's the loved one, the caregiver, is always number one caregiver, but they have to relinquish some of their duties, their responsibilities to the larger team.
Exactly, yes.
And that's difficult for people.
I would imagine.
So we have to help them understand why we have to do this and all the benefits of it.
Yes. Okay, I'm with you there. So what time do these 3 sessions take place?
The time is 1:30 to roughly 3 o'clock.
Now, is this like sit down in person, or is this online?
Well, it's both.
Oh, okay.
So we have the ability to fill a room full of people that want to be there in person, but we also have the technology to have people tune in online.
Alrighty.
Which boosts the numbers, the learning, and we can accept people online from a distance.
Yes.
Can't get to it.
Right.
Perhaps can't leave their loved one alone, so they can't come.
Right, right. Whereas if they can somehow carve out some time within that 1:30 to 3, then they are able to attend virtually.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. So how do people reach you to register for this?
Well, the best way is to simply call our office, and then I would connect with them. I would ask for their email if they want to do it online, because I would send them our poster.
Yes, yes.
And on the poster, there's a link.
Yes.
So when you get it in your email, you can click on it, and then you go to a registration page, and then you get the actual Zoom link for all 3 days. Same
that's
link
great.
for all 3 days.
That's good. That's good.
If they want to do in person, I would just take their name and add it to the in-person list.
Yes, yes. Okay. And of course, there's no charge.
No charge.
Like there's no charge for this at all. This is now for the people that are coming in person. Where do they go?
Just to the Brockville office, 100 Stroger Boulevard.
Okay.
And it's just a case of finding our office, which always seems to be a bit of a problem, but it's Suites 107.
107. Okay, so people can do that. Telephone number, I have a number here. It's 1-866-576-8556. Is that the correct number?
That's the toll-free number.
That's the toll-free number, okay. And if somebody wants to talk to you about the programming there, how do they reach you?
Well, again, call that number, ask for me, or people could email me, and it's smcfadden@alzllg.ca.
So, Sean, this is the third module
Yes.
of the First Links Learning Series.
Right.
Is there one after this one?
There is, and that's talking about long-term care, late on education around what's going on dementia-wise within the person. So it's another progression from this one.
From this one, okay. Which is nice to know, because you're there. You're there, and you're not just stopping it. That it's continual learning.
Well, that never stops.
I know. I know. Well, thank you for coming in today and sitting down with me and talking about these different sessions that you have set up.
Thank you.
Okay, appreciate it.